The moment it happened, I felt something inside me shifted. A line had been crossed, and I knew I could never see things the same way again. It was 30th of September 2023, a night I will always remember because that day held a shift within me. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Light Beneath Layers, a journey of knowing thyself. We arrived in Calgary just last night. The Airbnb was stunning, big, beautiful, and a reminder of how far I have come. There was a time in my past when I could not even dream of this kind of freedom. To go where I want, to buy what I want, to stay in homes and hotels I once only saw in magazines. After a long day, I made my video, told the girls I was heading to bed, and went upstairs. Usually, me and my older daughter, we give the best room to my younger daughter. But this time, I chose the master bedroom for myself. Later, I thought about showing my finished video to my younger daughter. I walked downstairs, AirPods in my ears, and spoke without realizing how loud I was. And I said, "Beta, can you check this?" Before I could finish, she snapped back, "Mama, why are you yelling?" Her reactions hit me hard. I told her, "I am not yelling, beta." She insisted I was, explaining that because I had my AirPods on, I could not hear myself, and she was right. But I also knew she carried a wound from her teenage years when I had raised my voice out of fear for her choices and friends. Now, even a slightly louder tone sends her back to that time. But that night, it was not just about volume. It was the way she spoke, sharp, dismissive, proving her point instead of speaking with love. And I told her calmly, if I was loud, you could have said, "Mama, you cannot hear yourself, please take off your AirPods," instead of speaking to me like that. Inside, I was turning the moment over and over in my mind. What was so wrong in those 5 words? "Beta, can you please check this?" That it became yelling in her eyes. I felt she had crossed a line into disrespect, and I knew I could not allow it to keep happening. I love my daughters deeply, but love does not mean I should be the safe place for them to pour their frustration, tiredness, or insecurities without caring for my heart. In that moment, I chose not to create drama. I stayed quiet because I know how easily the energy can turn and I end up feeling outnumbered. She later said I rolled my eyes at her, which I might have quietly out of frustration after she called me a yeller. But when she offered to still see what I wanted to show, I could not. The moment had been poisoned by attitude and hurt, and my excitement had drained away. I went upstairs, feeling disappointed, angry, and sad. These are the 2 people I love most in the world, and yet sometimes they speak to me in ways I would never speak to them. And I realized loving them does not mean I have to be close enough to let them hurt me. I'm not perfect, but I deserve to be spoken to with respect. If there is no mutual respect, then keeping myself in that space is simply self-inflicted pain. I have learned this lesson before with my siblings. I worked for years to forgive them and the friends or extended family who hurt me. I did not walk away in one day. It was a slow process of healing and creating healthy distance. I still love them. I would still stand beside them if they truly needed me. But I will not allow anyone, no matter who they are, to crush my spirit or disrespected my soul. Now, I see this lesson has arrived again, but this time with my own daughter. This is the hardest one yet. In my heart, I know she loves me deeply. And I also know that her wounds are still raw, while I have spent years tending to mine. One of her deepest wounds is tied to the time I yelled out of fear of losing her, fear of failing as a single mother raising good human beings. I can own my part in that, but I also know my truth. I'm done accepting behavior that disrespects my soul. I can love her fiercely while still keeping enough space to protect my heart. That is not rejection, it is self-respect. Because after all these years of healing, I know one thing for sure. I deserve to be treated well. And to you, beautiful souls, watching this, if you have experienced being dismissed, disrespected, or spoken to in ways that hurt you, know this: you are not alone. The person who hurt you is often carrying their own wounds, insecurities, and fears. That does not excuse the behavior, but it can help you see that their actions are reflection of their pain, not your worth. Give yourself permission to love yourself first, to protect your heart, and to set boundaries that honor your soul. You can love deeply without losing yourself. Healing does not mean accepting disrespect. It means reclaiming your power with compassion for yourself and others. And I upload new healing stories every Monday to Friday. Come back tomorrow and let us heal together, one story at a time.